good location out of Landon Knack.
Well, the fastball, not a question about that. The question is going to be maybe the consistency of that breaking ball. And for pitchers, as we saw yesterday, over in Peoria, Joe Musgrove, who ran into problems starting for the Padres, but his theme of operation was the breaking ball. So you're going to be working on, well, what's today's pitch?
As the skipper, had been in St. Louis for a few years, did a good job with the Cardinals, and it was actually kind of surprising when he was let go. Strike in there, and it's 1-2. Back in the top spot is the manager. Fouled off by Wade. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Tyler Wade.
Well, Wade out of Marietta, and for Knack again. You know, what is the mix that he has? And with Will Smith doing the catching today, you know, this is more than just a fact-finding outing.
It's fouled off to the left. Long run for Muncy. Still going after it, but want to climb over the netting and into the seats. Max Muncy, as Kirsten had pointed out during our open on the television side, lost 15 pounds. He's in great shape. And he has been getting very good reviews in the first couple of weeks of spring training. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And Smith thought that was strike 3, but home plate umpire Gabe Morales did not agree.
Well, Smith thought it was a strike. It was signaled the ball was away, outside. Well, it wasn't outside.
This one poked foul again, third base side. Now
that one was outside. Right there, that was fouled off. So, you know, this is spring training. This is the first game that Gabe Morales has worked behind the plate.
Wade is making Knack work. It'll be the 9th pitch to him. And time is called. The batter still with 1 timeout this year for bat. Pitch clock shortened to 15 seconds with the bases empty for 2024. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Knack gets his first punch out of the ballgame.
Well, it was an off-speed pitch, maybe not in the ideal location, but you figure that Wade was probably fooled. I mean, here comes the off-speed, and it's up and away. It may have been ball 4, but really too close to be taken. And Wade checked with Morales just to see, well, was it a strike or not?
We'll face Cal Mitchell now. Mitchell appeared in yesterday's game over in Peoria. San Diego native. Playing for the hometown team. And the next pitch to him is up high. 2 balls and no strikes. I want to talk about the mix for Knack. 4-seam fastball, that's what he relies on, the changeup, slider, curve. So those are the 4 pitches primarily we'll see in the ball game today. In the air to center field, backing up is Manny Margot. Over to get it. Calls it in for out number 2.
Well, for Margot, it's going to be interesting to watch him also in the outfield. Nothing more interesting than watching Miguel Vargas, who's in left field today. He's been working with Andre Ethier, the former Dodger. long and hard in left field. This is a new experience for Vargas, and so far he's embraced it, and they like the results.
First pitch to Graham Pauley, the first baseman, left-handed batter, takes a strike. Pauley played third base yesterday, later in the game. And the 0-1. Fouled off, and Knack way ahead, no balls, 2 strikes.
Well, for Pauley, not only big numbers in the batting average, you saw the graphic a moment ago, over 300, but also in the power department, he delivers big.
Still a lot of unanswered questions for the Padres as they get set for the opener in Seoul against the Dodgers.
And they're coming off a very disappointing season. And for Mike Schill, as you mentioned, taking over the helm of San Diego, they figured, well, the year before they eliminated the Dodgers in postseason, but last year really laid an egg.
1-2, change, cut on and miss, strike 3. It's a 1-2-3, top of the first, and Landon Knack strikes out 2. Dodgers coming to bat.
In the history of Dodger Stadium, there's been 18 total rainouts. Hi, I'm Dave Roberts. As manager of LA's favorite ball club, I know a little something about rainouts. And last year's rain was one for the books. It was also one of LA County's best for capturing rain and stormwater. Over 200 billion gallons of stormwater was captured, enough for 5 million people. This year is starting out stormy. That's why LA County's putting in the work now.
Échale.
The coast to your destination getaway. Once you're there, enjoy a spacious gaming floor, luxury hotel, and a beautiful patio restaurant. Welcome to freedom. Go to SchumacherCasino.com.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started.
Bottom of the first inning, Miguel Rojas set to lead off for the Dodgers. Miguel is short today. Freddie Freeman will follow. And then Will Smith. Lineups brought to you by your Lexus dealers. Max Muncy hitting cleanup. Margot in the 5th spot. Then Vargas. Chris Owings at second base. Dalton Rushing makes his first start. He will be the DH hitting 8th. And Jose Ramos, the right fielder, batting 9th. And Johnny Brito, the right-hander, former Yankee. He gets the start. He is trying to solidify a spot in the rotation for the Padres, and chances are good he's going to be in it.
2 spots are open. He's battling for that 1 spot, but very good changeup. He ran into problems last year. First 2 starts, brilliant. ERA under 1. He was 2-0. The next 15 appearances, 11 of those starts, ERA over 6. His bread and butter was really challenging hitters inside with fastballs.
Facing Rojas, the right-handed batter. Seeing his first Cactus League action. He takes strike 1. 236 last year for Rojas. 5 home runs. He can play some defense, can he? He swings and loops it on the infield to the second baseman, and Mason McCoy there to haul it in for the out. Hit a flare over to the right side.
The other thing about Brito, Tim, is the first inning was, well, a nightmare for him. In the first inning last year for Brito, his earned run average was over 11. That's backing up a lot of bases early in the game.
After that, he would settle down a bit, 3.13 after the first. But, man, that first inning ERA. Freddie Freeman comes in, smacks the first pitch deep to left field. It's headed back. It is gone. Freddie Freeman's first swing on the first pitch he sees in spring training is an opposite field home run, and the Dodgers lead it 1-0.
Nothing new for Freeman. First of all, in the home run department, the RBIs, the power, everything else. Freddie Freeman last year on first pitches thrown to him in at bat the highest average of any player in Major League Baseball. First pitch to Freeman a season ago, he hit .527.
Had 6 first pitch home runs last year. And he's got one already this year. It comes in spring. 23rd of February. So the Dodgers strike first, a 1-0 lead. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch to Will Smith. He hits this one in the air to right center. Drifting back on it is the right fielder, Cal Mitchell. He'll make the catch for the out. 2 down. There's Max Muncy. Max is ready to go. 212 last year, but 105 RBIs. That's a big number. Also, the home run number was big, too, with 36. Takes a strike. Max hoping for a big offensive year this year. He was super productive, even though the batting average wasn't where he wanted it. But it's about all-around production. I mean, 36 home runs and 105 runs batted in. That's what it's all about, is driving in runs.
Yeah, it is. And he had the golden opportunities. You had Betts, you had Freeman, and then Will Smith batting in front of you. He had plenty of opportunities with runners on base.
Brito's pitch to Max is outside.
In fact, you start to look at the number of at-bats with runners in scoring position last year. Who had the most? The man at home plate right now, Max Muncy. Who was second most in baseball? Will Smith. The Dodgers had the middle of the lineup coming to home plate with a lot of runners in scoring position.
1-2 is hit high in the air to center field, drifting over to slight left center, and back on the warning track, reaching up and making the catch is Bryce Johnson for the 3rd out. First inning in the books, but Freddie Freeman makes his mark. He sees one pitch and goes oppo. It's 1-0 Dodgers after 1.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
At Advance Auto Parts, our all-star lineup of free services keeps your vehicle in winning condition. Swing by your local Advance and we'll test your battery for free and install a new die-hard battery with purchase. We also have free oil recycling, wiper installation, and more. Come see us. Use the Advance Auto Parts app or buy online. From hitting home runs to hitting the road, Advance will help you get the job done. Advance Auto Parts is the official auto parts aftermarket retailer of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is how we advance.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
With Dodger Baseball back, it's time to get your life in order.
Somebody has to tell me what to do here. Be specific.
Step 1.
Preset save.
570. First preset, obviously.
Painfully obvious. Painfully.
Step 2. Follow Dodger Talk wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm a golden god of the pod.
Step 3. Download the iHeartRadio app.
Do it.
Calm down, DV.
You can stream every game wherever you are.
AM 570 LA Sports.
The home of the LA Dodgers.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
Baseball is back. It is gone. Home run.
On the exclusive home of the Blue. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
First 40,000 fans in attendance at Dodger Stadium March 30th will receive a Freddie Freeman bobblehead presented by Bank of America. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. You hit a home run, you get a bobblehead. 1-0 Dodgers, top of the second inning. Landon Knack getting ready to go back out there. Show what he's got. Faced 3 batters in the first and struck out 2. But you really like to see Freddie with that opposite field stroke, don't you? First ball swinging is Kyle Higashioka, and he pops it up on the infield. Coming in as the shortstop, Miguel Rojas, glasses on, makes the catch left side of the mound. And there's 1 pitch and 1 gone for the Padres in the second.
Now, I saw some numbers this morning looking at Freddie Freeman. He put the ball into play over 25% of the time to left field last year. They count just as much going the opposite way as they do to pull the ball. Although, pitches inside, he hit 15 home runs on pitches inside on him.
He can turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's not just one-dimensional, where he said, I'm going to hit everything to left center, although that's his mindset, as he tells us.
Matthew Batten, right-handed hitting infielder, takes one down and away for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Knack out of Johnson City, Tennessee. East Tennessee State. He was a second-rounder, picked by the Dodgers in the 2020 draft. Looking at some things about Landon, one thing I found pretty interesting, he was the only pitcher last season in Oklahoma City to complete 7 innings in the entire season. Strike called out of Batten. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, he's got tons of guys and a lot of talent working with him. And the Dodgers trying to develop more of the young talent like Landon Knack. Still looking for a 5th starter right now. Walker Buehler going to start late, and Clayton Kershaw will join the team later in the summer. Right now they hope to start with 5 pitchers, 5 starting pitchers, swing and a miss, and Batten is out on strikes. 3rd strikeout for Landon Knack.
And Knapp, after a lot of pitches to the first batter to lead off the ball game, has been very efficient with the strikes he's thrown.
Dave Roberts saying today at his presser that they're going to start the season with 5 in the rotation. I think we know who most of them are at this point in time. Pitch fouled off by Robert Perez Jr. Perez, the DH for the Padres, Double-A, last year hit 242. Strike called on the outside corner. 0-2 to Robert Perez. 2 outs, nobody on. 1-0 Dodgers. And a pitch up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a spot right there that you're trying to overpower the ball. And the ball wins.
Knack winds and delivers. And just a little bit. That was pretty close. Down by the knees, over the plate, looked like. Big breaking ball. Will Smith tried to hold it on the outside corner, but didn't get the call. 2-2, fouled straight back.
Just looking at the delivery of Knack, do not expect him to make, I think, a lot of defensive plays. By the time the ball reaches home plate, his back is pretty much turned to home plate with a follow-through. And he falls way over to the first base side.
High strikeout totals. Last year, 103rd innings pitched. He struck out 99 opposing hitters. 2-2. He gets another strikeout. Just pumped that one right past Perez, and it's another 1-2-3 inning. 4 strikeouts for Landon Knack.
AM 570, LA Sports.
We're taking requests at Arco Radio, the only station that's a gas station. I'm your host, Hannah the Dashboard Hula Girl.
Hi, I'd like to dedicate a song to the other gas stations.
I'm sorry?
Well, I've stopped going to them since I discovered Arco's quality gas at lower prices. So this is my farewell.
Oh, right. Other stations, this one's for you. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less. Savings based on independent retail price survey. See arco.com for details. Learn more at toptiergas.com.
Baseball is back.
Gone! Home run number 29!
Hot off the heels of a record-breaking 2023 season, it's time to celebrate our first baseman,
Freddie Freeman!
Join us for the first bobblehead giveaway of the 2024 season on Saturday, March 30th at 6:10 p.m. versus the Cardinals, when the first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Freddie Freeman bobblehead presented by Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Mention Home Run at any of their stores to receive a free team bracelet and $50 off any purchase of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniels. So visit danielsjewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
You're listening to the Los Angeles Dodgers. He leaps and the ball is gone. On the exclusive home of your LA Dodgers. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Welcome back to Camelback Ranch. Since the signing of Shohei Ohtani, the big question has been, what is the top of the order going to look like? Yesterday we saw Mookie Betts leading off in Peoria. Today Freddie Freeman is batting second. But Dave Roberts told us today not to read into it just yet. Shohei Ohtani should be making his Cactus League debut next week. But he did tell us that it's a very safe bet that we will continue to see Mookie Betts batting leadoff. So for that 2 and 3 spot, we don't know the answer just yet, but hopefully we'll find out soon, guys.
Yeah, Kirsten, he committed to Mookie Betts, but he wouldn't commit any further than that in terms of the batting order. And I think at this stage in spring training, the manager's got a little leeway. That's a popular jersey now, the Shohei Ohtani Dodger jersey. A lot of them around here. So Manny Margot at the plate, right-handed hitter. 0-2 count on him. He's been around a little bit. 264 last year with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Well, Dave didn't exactly go out on a limb talking about Mookie Betts. Not nearly as much as you did last year on a pregame show when you predicted that Freddie Freeman was most likely going to have a good year.
I went out on a limb, didn't I?
Yes. It was a very strong limb, by the way.
Yeah, I just, after he hit the home run, I talked back to the truck. I said, I think he's going to have a big year again. Great start. 1 pitch, 1 home run. Pitch to Margot, popped up. It's going to drift near the line. Right fielder Cal Mitchell in foul ground will make the catch. And there's 1 out in the Dodger half of the second inning. Well, I was happy to see Freddie didn't make a liar out of me last year.
No. He held true. But that's an amazing number that I mentioned about Freeman. And the first pitch thrown to him last year, the highest average of any player in baseball, hit .527 first pitch offering.
I'd love to see him driving the ball the other way, don't you? As a left-handed hitter. It's always good. Here's Miguel Vargas. And he swings at the first pitch, hits it up to the hole. That's off the shortstop, Wade. And out of left field, and Vargas stretching it for 2. Finishes it up with a pop-up slide. And Vargas is in scoring position with 1 out. We'll get a double out of this.
Well, it's a good start for the young man. That transition out of left field. I mentioned working with Andre Ethier. Very frustrating season last year for Vargas. And the batting average just didn't really keep him at the big league level. But he hit the ball on the ground a little bit too often. But this one was hit with some authority.
Vargas at second base, and the batter is Chris Owings. Owings played yesterday with the Pirates last year, former first rounder with the Diamondbacks. He smacks this one through the hole on the left side. That's a base hit. Third base coach Dino Ebel will hold up the stop sign and keep Vargas at third base.
I want to clarify what I was just saying. Some people may say, what do you mean he hit the ball on the ground too often? Well, a 147 batting average for Vargas last year on ground balls. Good swing by Owens, who just really stayed back on that breaking ball, left out over the plate.
Vargas at third base. Owings is at first, and at the plate, Dalton Rushing making his first ever Cactus League start. Got in the game yesterday. Second rounder in 2022 out of Louisville. And really, the Dodgers are excited about this guy. His catching ability, his ability to get the bat on the baseball. So, last year, a full year at Advanced Day. Ended up hitting .228, but prior to that, when he came out of Louisville, started in the Arizona Complex League, and then in Rancho, 28 games with the Quakes at .424 to finish up his 2022 season. And now getting a chance to be the DH today. He'll get a few swings. 1 out, runners at the corners. Dodgers up 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Brito's pitch. Fouled off to the left. That's a strike to Rushing.
Well, every hitter has a timing mechanism, whether it be a movement of the front foot, whether it be the hips, whatever it might be. And for Rushing, for those on the simulcast on the television side, you can see he just kind of rests the shoulder, left shoulder, the bat comes back, it hits the shoulder, constantly does it, but that's timing mechanism. Now, you just don't want to get caught in between tapping the shoulder with a bat.
Stretch by Brito, the 0-2. That's up high. If you're a left-hander facing Brito, you got to be aware of the changeup. He throws a ton of changeups to lefties. 39% last year of his changeup went to lefties. In fact, the slider's another one. He threw a total of 23 sliders to lefties last year. That was the entire allotment of sliders. Didn't throw a single one to a right-handed hitter. And now it's 2-2 on a pitch up high.
Well, here's a question about Brito also. We mentioned the fact that, you look at last year when he was behind in the count, he gave up almost a 500 average, 470. Well, he's concentrating on trying to get the first pitch across. Freeman first pitch hit. Vargas first pitch hit. Owings first pitch hit.
2-2 to Dalton Rushing. That's in the air to center. And tagging at third is Vargas. Ball will be caught by Bryce Johnson. Vargas will come to the plate and score. And it's a sacrifice fly, an RBI for Dalton Rushing. And the Dodgers lead it 2-0.
The offense just continues to take advantage with opportunities. And they did it yesterday with a big flurry with 8 runs in the first inning. But some good at-bats here in the second.
Yesterday, the Dodgers with runners in scoring position, 7 for 14. Today, 1 for 1 with a sac fly. There's a throw to first and a near pickoff, but Owens is able to get back in time. And at the plate, Jose Ramos, right fielder. Jose played in yesterday's game over in Peoria. He placed Andy Pages at the halfway mark of the game. Right-handed batter takes low and away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Brito ready to go. Right-hander working out of the stretch. Short lead at first for Owings. 1-0. Breaking ball outside corner for a called strike. Great opportunity early in spring for Ramos to get some ABs. You'll see a lot of the Dodger prospects at this time of the year mixed in among the regulars. Pitch, swing and a miss. Brito got it past him for strike 2. 1-2 to Ramos. Jose Ramos out of Panama. Last year with Tulsa, 113 games, hit 243. Pitch, and that's a little bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jose Ramos.
For Brito, saw it this morning. His full name is Johnny Rafael Brito Feliz. So 2 spots open in that rotation. He's trying to claim one of them.
Johnny is spelled a little differently, too. J-H-O-N-Y. 25-year-old right-hander from Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. 3-2. 2 down. Owings will run from first. There he goes, and here's the pitch, and it is chopped off the front foot of Ramos, foul at the third baseline. Last year with the Yankees, Brito went 9-7. 4.28 ERA. Appeared in 25 games for New York, starting 13 of them. Three-two pitch once more to Ramos. Swings and strikes out. Dodgers get a run on 2 hits. They leave a man, and after 2 full at Camelback Ranch, it's the Dodgers 2, Padres nothing.
AM 570, LA Sports. Hello, Dickerson. When are we going to hop in the Ford F-150 Lightning and go to a game together?
Probably never.
But think of the tailgating. With a Ford F-150 Lightning, we have the Pro Power onboard. We could tailgate all day, no generator.
Or I can do all those things without you.
Hurry and visit your California Ford dealer today for great offers on the Ford F-150 Lightning.
So come together, California.
Or push away the people who love you, Eric.
Because when we are unidos, we're stronger with Ford.
Your car is one of your most prized possessions, so you want to make sure you're taking care of it, and that includes routine oil changes. Hi, this is Tim Cates. With our family cars, I trust the folks at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. No waiting rooms, no appointment needed. With locations all over Southern California, go to SoCalOilChange.com and find the Valvoline Instant Oil Change near you. When you pull in, they offer stay-in-your-car service while you wait. Got 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, LA County, Freddie Freeman here. Did you know 6 billion bottles and cans go unrecycled every year? That's a foul ball. We all need to practice the 4 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, and rethink. By recycling cans and bottles, and even better, choosing reusable containers over single use, we can keep our communities clean, reduce the amount of waste going to local landfills, and cut back on harmful greenhouse gases. To find a recycling center near you, check out cleanla.com.
Back to LA Dodgers baseball.
Makes the leap and he makes the catch.
Exclusively on the LA Dodgers audio network. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Everett.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of official jerseys, caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your Dodgers at MLBshop.com. Around here, a lot of people have been doing just that. A lot of new Dodger gear here in Arizona. 2-0 Dodgers. Along with Rick Monday, I'm Tim Neverett. Kirsten Watson with us as well on the radio, TV simulcast. Glad you're with us, no matter what medium you're joining us through. New pitcher, Gus Varland, takes over for Landon Knack. Throws one by Bryce Johnson, who foul tips it in and out of the glove of Will Smith. How about Landon Knack, though, before we get into Gus Varland? Landon Knack, outstanding today. Varland's numbers for the Brewers and Dodgers last year, 16 appearances. 1-1. Another foul tip for a strike. 0-2 to Bryce Johnson. Landon Knack, 2 innings. All zeros, 4 strikeouts, 29 pitches. Pretty impressive start for Landon Knack.
Yeah, pretty impressive start for the Dodgers pitching. Yeah, granted, it's this is only game 2. Stone worked an inning yesterday, opened up the ball game.
Stone looked good too. There's strike 3 call.
Well, how about the fact that 2 starters, and with Knack going 2 innings today, so 9 up and 9 down for the 2 starting pitchers over the first couple of games, with 5 punch-outs.
Varland now will face Oscar Mercado. Varland out of Williston, Florida. There's a swing and a ground ball foul wide of third. 0-1.
Different look at Max Muncy at third base. Which, by the way, when you talk to scouts, and what we have seen also, as hard as Muncy has worked, really the last couple of years at third base, in particular last year defensively, it's going to help him as far as a range situation. It'll take a little extra load off of his legs as the season continues.
Marlins' next offer is in the dirt to Oscar Mercado. Mercado playing left field today for the Padres, their number 8 hitter. Yeah, Max's swing's been looking good. The defense, I was watching him work at third base a couple of days ago on one of the backfields, and he's moving really well.
Yeah, I thought last year there was great improvement in going to the backhand side to begin with. You know, the forehand, kind of granted, you can go that direction, but go to the backside.
2-1 fouled off.
A little bit more difficult. And the other part is that when Muncy goes to the backhand side and makes that stop right at the line, he has a strong enough throwing arm that he can get the ball across the infield in time, many, many times.
Stretched by Varland. He kicks and delivers, and again, it's chopped foul. This will go into the Dodger dugout on the third base side. Still 2-2 on Mercado. Mason McCoy waiting on deck for San Diego. Varland is out of Concordia University. That's in St. Paul, Minnesota. So coming out of high school in Florida, I wonder how those spring games were for him up in Minnesota.
Different.
Pitch. Oh, might have got him on the left hand. So he's heading down to first base. So Mercado reaches.
Well, this is something you don't want to do in Minnesota in a spring game, and that's to have the ball hit you on any part. It looked like it got a good part of the knob of the bat, but part of at least the pinky finger on the left hand, the bottom hand.
I remember back in, was it 2018 on St. Patrick's Day when Justin Turner got hit on the hand and had a fracture he had to deal with, and that set him back.
Anytime a hitter gets hit on the hands, you have immediate concern.
Well, he's all right. Mercado will stay in. Says hello to Freddie. Dodgers with a 2-0 lead, top of the third inning. And Mason McCoy, the second baseman, the number 9 hitter. 221 last year with a dozen home runs in AAA El Paso. One out. And he couldn't hold up his swing.
It's a case where you're looking dead red fastball first pitch. You're going to jump all over it. What do you get? Breaking ball. Oops.
Marlins 1-0. Inside low. 1 ball and 1 strike to McCoy. And a 1-1 now. Yeah, swung on, and the other way it goes to right. 1 hop for Ramos in right field, an opposite field single for Mason McCoy, and now the Padres have the tying run on base.
So we're anxious on the first pitch, looking for fastball. Well, he gets the fastball here on the inside part of the plate, fights it off.
Tyler Wade up for the second time. With the Oakland Athletics most recently, split time between AAA Las Vegas and the big club last year. He had more appearances in AAA, 91 games in AAA, 26 in the big leagues. With the Angels before that, and the Phillies and Yankees. He's been around quite a while. He goes the opposite way. Miguel Vargas drifts underneath it, backpedals and makes the catch. And the runners stay where they are, and there are 2 men out.
I think for Vargas, we touched upon the fact that the new position in left field and Andre Ethier is working on it. They want a lot of repetitions, if possible, during the ball games. A lot of balls hit to him. Moving to his left and to his right. We saw him working out last year in left field a little bit before he was sent down, and he appeared to be able to go to his left maybe a little bit easier than to his right.
He did play a little bit of left field in Oklahoma City at one point. Dodgers were hoping he would be an infielder, third baseman. He played a lot of third. Again, was the opening day second baseman pretty much last year. Got a lot of ABs at second base position. But with Mookie Betts at second base now, there's not going to be a lot of at-bats for anybody else there. So they look to put him back in left field. Talked to Clayton McCullough, the outfield coach, today about Vargas, and I talked to Miguel 2 days ago. And similar reports. Very happy with the transition. He's worked hard at it, and obviously knows that if you're going to get some at-bats and get to the big leagues, it's about hitting, and then they'll find a place for you to play.
And as an offshoot of that, as the coaching staff, they worked long and hard, no question about it. You know the guy's really having fun doing that transition work with Rose? Andre Ethier. He said he's having a blast.
Kicking a pitch by Varland, and Cal Mitchell fouls it off. Mitchell with a 2-2 count. 2 outs and 2 on. And the Dodgers up 2-0, top of the third. Freddie Freeman with a home run today. Varland's 2-2 offer is stroked to right field, and Ramos will have to play it on a hop. Here comes a runner around third. That's Mercado. He'll be in to score. Going first to third was McCoy. It's now a 2-1 ball game, and the Padres taking advantage of a 2-out base hit from Cal Mitchell.
Doesn't really look like a bad pitch. Hit on the hands a little bit. And with Ramos coming in, really not a good throw. The ball hit on the dirt on the right side of the infield. You know, you throw that 4-hopper to third base, that's just not a good throw.
Well, Mark Pryor, the Dodger pitching coach, comes out of the dugout to have a word with Gus. They talk about how to finish up this frame. 2 hits allowed in the inning, a strikeout and a walk. And the man that Varland walked with 1 out was Oscar Mercado. He's come around to score. Behind that post there, that's Michael Hobbs, one of the Justin Case guys, over from minor league camp. Pitch is cut on for a strike. Just some spring training lingo that goes back a lot of years. JIC, Justin Case. They call him Jicks. So who are the Jicks today? Well, Michael Hobbs is one. They're there just in case something happens to the original plan. Swing and a miss. Gus Varland pumps it past Graham Pauley, and it's now 0-2.
Well, that terminology is a definite upgrade over one that was used years and years ago, the Scribinis.
There's a pitch. A little low below the knees. 1-2. Yeah, but, for Hobbs right now, just thrilled to be warming up. Maybe coming in the big league game. We'll see. It's great for the guys, the young players that get to come over from minor league camp to be in the dugout for these, observe how things are done at the big league level. Pitch is high, 2-2. That's all part of the development process. And again, they're doing a lot of different things at once here. Not only getting the big leaguers ready, guys trying to fight for jobs, and then you get minor leaguers who are learning what it's like at this level. Chopper foul back to the backstop.
Yeah, we touched upon it earlier. One of the other things that the young pitchers learn is that when they get up to the big league level, the information they are going to be given, all of the scouting, all of the computer readouts, there's information that is absolutely overwhelming. And for the younger players, they get a taste of what they are hopefully going to be seeing in the near future in their careers.
Gus Varland hoping to wrap this inning up here. He's working on his 26th pitch coming up. And Graham Pauley, the Padre first baseman, to start the game today. Big lead at third for Mason McCoy. And the pitch is swung on, and that is looped to the shallow right center, but Ramos right there, runs under it, makes the catch. And it did take 26 pitches. 1 run comes in on 2 hits, and after 2.5, it's the Dodgers 2, Padres 1.
AM 570, LA Sports. Dickerson, have you seen the new Mustang Mach-E SUV EV?
Of course I have, Bob. I drove one to this recording.
It's so sleek, so powerful. It's like watching a young Eric Dickerson.
What do you mean, a young Eric Dickerson?
I just meant that the Mustang Mach-E keeps improving. Better range, instant updates, massive touchscreen. It's peak technology.
I guess you should get to a California Ford dealer today then and buy your own.
Come together, California, because when we are unidos, we are stronger with Ford.
You've waited all year for baseball, and it's finally here. Now get ready for Major League winning when you join the most generous Players Club in Southern California at Valley View Casino and Hotel. Join and receive over $100 in free instant offers to enjoy at San Diego's favorite casino. No strings attached. Signing up for the Players Club is always quick, easy, and free. So visit valleyviewcasino.com to learn more today.
Alignment Health Plan is changing the Medicare Advantage game so that you can be the one in charge of your health. Hey, this is Steve Sachs, and I highly recommend Alignment. They're handing you the reins so they can cater to your needs. Choose from a wide range of doctors. Your adventures in life haven't stopped. They're just beginning. Alignment Health Plan. Welcome to a new era of aging. Call 888-979-2247 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. Or visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com today. Visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
Baseball is back. It is gone home run.
On the exclusive home of the Blue. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
2-1 Dodgers, bottom of the third inning. New pitcher, right-hander Matt Waldron is on. Out of Omaha, Nebraska. Went to the University of Lincoln. And there is a chance we may see a knuckleball out of him. He does throw it. So Waldron takes over for Johnny Brito. 2 innings, striking out 1, giving up 2 earned runs and 3 hits. Matt Waldron facing the top of the order. Miguel Rojas, the shortstop. He lined out to second softly to begin the Dodger half of the first. For 1, he swings the first pitch, bounces it down to third. Batten is there. He throws across to get him. 1 pitch and 1 out. I'm going to bring up Freddie Freeman. He's also seen just 1 pitch in the ball game. And he drove it on a line out of here to left center field. Spring training home run number 1 for Freddie Freeman.
If you pitch him inside, he hit 15 home runs. You go away from him, he hit 14 home runs.
He'll look at a pitch inside and low for a ball. 211 hits last year for Freddie. Second in Major League Baseball. Only behind Ronald Acuna Jr. of the Braves, who ultimately won the MVP. Finished first in the voting. In front of Mookie Betts, who was second, and Freddie Freeman was third.
Now, here's a question. I looked at it this morning. If you look at the last 2 seasons in Major League Baseball, who has the highest batting average of runners in scoring position? Standing at home plate right now, Freddie Freeman the last 2 years hit 381 in that spot.
Is that any good?
Oh.
He gets it off the pitching rubber, but there is the shortstop, Tyler Wade, to throw him out. The 2 gone.
I mean, the numbers are really crazy, and the consistency. And then, oh, by the way, the defense and the base running.
Total package. So look at where he's finished. Top 10 finishes every year since 2018. He won it in 2020 when he was with the Braves. Will Smith, first ball swinging, pops this one up. And the shortstop, Tyler Wade, makes the catch. And Matt Waldron, a 5-pitch inning. 3 innings in the books here at Camelback Ranch, 2-1 Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
With Dodger season just getting started, step up to the plate and prepare the best ballpark food at home, like the world-famous Dodgers carne asada fries, made with Chef Merito steak and meat seasoning. Since everyone will start asking, ¿Ya Merito?, run to chefmerito.com to get the authentic seasonings, spices, and marinades that make a carne asada of champions, chicken dishes, and even michelada recipes, inning in and inning out. Visit chefmerito.com.
Do you have both Medi-Cal and Medicare?
If so, the new LA Care plan called Medicare Plus can help you get the most out of your health plan for $0.
LA Care provides personalized service to Angelinos like us.
Plus, it gives us access to doctors and specialists across Los Angeles County.
It's a plus.
It's a plus
for all of us.
Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter.
From the moment he arrived in Los Angeles, Fernando Valenzuela was the city's singular sensational superstar. Nothing in the 4.5 decades since has dimmed the light of this legend of Dodger baseball. Join us on Monday, April 1st at 7:10 p.m. against the San Francisco Giants. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a jersey of Fernando Valenzuela, sponsored by Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. You're listening to the Los Angeles Dodgers. He leaps and the ball is gone on the exclusive home of your LA Dodgers. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Everett.
One of the stories in the early part of the game, Landon Knack, the Dodgers starter. The Dodgers protected him from the Rule 5 draft by putting him on the 40-man roster over the course of the winter. He certainly didn't disappoint today. 2 innings pitched, threw just 29 pitches. Faced 6 men, struck out 4 of them.
And he threw just about everything. The fastball had some tail to it, up and in the last shot on the television side. But he changed speeds also. And so far, the Dodger pitchers, they've had 17 strikeouts in the 12 innings combined that they have played to kick off spring training.
Nabil Chrismat comes in to pitch for the Dodgers against his former club, the Padres. 2-1 Dodgers, top of the 4th. Chrismat's first pitch outside. Chrismat from Barranquilla in Colombia, 29 years of age. Originally signed with the Mets, 2012 out of Colombia. And Kyle Higashioka hits a deep fly ball to left center field, but playable on the lip of the warning track by the center fielder, Manny Margot, and there's one out. In fact, Margot and Chrismat were teammates at one point in San Diego. They're talking with the Padres radio crew before the game, Jesse Agler and Tony Gwynn Jr., and they gave us glowing reviews about Chrismat. They've been around him quite a bit. He's just an absolutely great guy to be around and have on a club. A lot of change-ups. This one is hit off the end of the bat, shallow left center. And coming over, Miguel Vargas. He's got it in the back pocket, 2 down. Matthew Batten flying out. Designated hitter Robert Perez Jr. will bat next against Chrismat. Talk about the changeups. 47.3% changeup usage during last season. First ball swinging. Ground is slowly up the middle. That is picked up by Chris Owens. He throws to first. And how about that? Chrismat says, if Waldron can throw a 5-pitch inning, so can I. Just 5 pitches for Nabil Chrismat. 2-1 Dodgers after 3.5.
LA's best sports star. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in Southern California, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC equal credit opportunity lender.
It's Big Cap Day at Santa Anita Park with over an estimated $15 million payout on Saturday, March 2nd. Get on track with world-class racing, bucket hat giveaway, a beer festival, fiesta in the infield, and more experiences. Tickets at santaanita.com/events.
With Dodger baseball back, it's time to get your life in order.
Somebody has to tell me what to do here. Be specific.
Step 1.
Preset save.
570. First preset, obviously.
Painfully obvious. Painfully.
Step 2. Follow Dodger Talk wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm a golden god of the pod.
Step 3. Download the iHeartRadio app.
Do it.
Calm down, DV.
You can stream every game wherever you are.
AM 570 LA Sports.
The home of the LA Dodgers.
Tune into Petros and Money at 3:30 Wednesday for the James Worthy Report. Brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers. Unidos, we are stronger. Back to LA Dodgers baseball.
Makes the leap and he makes the catch.
Exclusively on the LA Dodgers Audio Network. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
At Dodger Stadium Monday, April 1st for Fernando Valenzuela Jersey Night, sponsored by Bank of America. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions. And the great number 34, his number was retired last season by the Dodgers, is here on Spanish radio. Pepe Niguez over there to the right of your picture. Jose Mota on the left. Fernando down here with his annual spring training visit.
I talked to Fernando a little earlier today, and I said, how's your golf game? He goes, I'm in the 90s. I said, yeah, you don't play if it's any cooler than that.
Now, you've told me you got to be careful when you play golf with him because
absolutely
he might take a penny or two.
And he will absolutely laugh at you if you hit a bad shot. He hits a good one, it's just deadpan.
Max Muncy backs up on the pitch. He's leading off here in the Dodger half of the fourth inning. Muncy, Margot, and Vargas the hitters. 2-1 Dodgers with the lead.
Let's see again. Last year had more at bats than anyone else with runners in scoring position.
Off-speed pitch is foul down the left side.
Of course, the Dodgers as a team had more at bats with runners in scoring position than any other team in baseball. You know, almost 30% of their at bats, somebody was on base. The Cubs kind of surprised me. They were second highest in baseball.
There's a line and a pitch, a 1-2. Way outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the Dodgers, another 100-win season, 162 last year. For Dave Roberts, his 5th 100-win season. He's only one of 5 managers in the history of baseball to have 5 or more 100-win seasons. Joe Cronin, Connie Mack, Bobby Cox. That's amazing to think about the company that he's in. 753 wins for Dave Roberts. Going against 443 losses. Let's see, again gets a piece of it and fouls it back. A 3-2 count to Max. We can expect to see Max hit a few to the moon this year. 3-2 off speed, ground ball left side. That's through for a base hit. And see a leadoff single in the bottom of the fourth. So bring up Manny Margot. Speaking of the moon, as Max gets his base hit right here, you see on the television side. But a very timely story Rick Monday was involved in. And of course, there was a moon landing yesterday for the first time in 50 years. Mm-hmm. The first time it happened, you were at the plate.
I know exactly where I was, within inches of exactly where I was when that event took place.
Pitch to Margot. First ball swinging. Ground ball to third. Short hop down to second one. That's a double play around the horn. There are 2 down.
So the first moon landing. I'm in Anaheim Stadium. I'm in the batter's box. And all of a sudden, there's a roar of the crowd, and there's an applause. And I went, I didn't do anything to deserve that, nor did I see anybody on the field do that. It was the moon landing.
It was put up on the scoreboard.
It was put up on the scoreboard, and I mean, you could hear the crowd for minutes. I mean, stop and think. How many times we've looked up at the moon and finally sent something up there and landed on it?
Vargas takes low. I mean, for a second, were you thinking, do I have to step out and tip my cap here? Or
no, I just stepped out. My jaw dropped along with a few thousand other people.
1-1 pitch. And Vargas taps this one slowly toward third. This is going to be an infield single. Waldron, the pitcher, grabs it, just puts it in his pocket, and that's a base hit for Vargas. He's 2 for 2, single-double today for Miguel.
No, that's what he needs in that double in the first pitch in the second inning. The left field was hit very hard. For Vargas also, one of the big problems he had from an offensive standpoint was, I mentioned earlier about the ground ball outs that he hit. But the other part, too, is he didn't appear to know where the outside corner was. And I say that because the majority of his strikeouts, called strikeouts, were on the outside part of the plate last year.
Chris Owings at the plate. Throw goes to first, and Vargas gets back. So 2 for 2 for Vargas. Remember last year he was coming off the hand injury, and they were sending him to the plate and not allowing him to swing. And the opposition pitchers knew that. Remember, our first game last year was over in Maryville against the Brewers, and they knew he wasn't going to swing, and he still walked.
And he walked.
But now he's able to swing. He's healthy. And that wasn't the only time he walked when a pitcher knew he wasn't going to swing. It happened a few more times. Want to know to Chris Owings. Owings had a base hit in the second inning.
He jumped all over a curveball.
Vargas with a big jump off of first base. There's a ground ball to third. Grabbed by Batten. He'll throw to McCoy covering second. They'll get the force out there that retires the side. No runs, couple of hits, and one man left. 2-1 Dodgers after 4.
AM 570, LA Sports.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Me to the best casino, LA Times readers all agree. Inland Empire magazine readers too think we're the best. Now you know that it's true. Sideline Sport Bar is just amazing. Watch the games, drink brews with your crew. We're the best, better than the rest. Less than 90 minutes from you. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times.
This is Michael Akiba, the managing partner of Jacoby & Myers and the official law firm of the LA Dodgers. With decades of experience and a track record of success, Jacoby & Myers will protect your rights and make sure you get the compensation you deserve. Trust Jacoby & Myers to go to bat for you. We offer free consultations to help you understand your case and the options available to you. Don't strike out with the insurance companies. Call Jacoby & Myers today. Jacoby & Myers, justice for you since 1972.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
Baseball is back. It is gonna home run.
On the exclusive home of the Blue. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Welcome back to Camelback Ranch. I am down here in a not-so-safe area, but I am going to be protected by Landon Neck. You had a fantastic outing today. When you just think about the results you were able to get, for this being your first Cactus League, debut, what was just your impressions of the stuff you had today and how the ball was playing?
Yeah, I think things felt really good. We were just really trying to get everything kind of going, really get the feel for everything back in games, and really felt like kind of already had kind of all 4 pitches today, really kind of locked in a little bit, had a good feel for everything, and it just really felt good to kind of get back in a game setting.
Working with Will Smith, what has that been like?
It's been great. Yeah, no, he's a great guy to call the game back there. Really, I feel like we think together a lot well, and so he's a really fun guy to throw to.
You have the privilege of just playing alongside and working alongside some of the most talented, whether it's pitchers in this league or even just coaching staff. Who would you say has, at this moment, been a pretty big influence for you in the organization?
I think Walker actually is one of the guys who he tries to really make it a point to kind of come and talk to guys. Spent a lot of time this offseason at the stadium in LA, and Walker was really there for especially most of January with me. And really made it a point, even some of the other guys that were there, really to come and talk to him, kind of give some wisdom, gives kind of what he's been through, and I think he's a good guy to talk the game with.
What is it like having just this opportunity, though, with some other really talented younger pitchers who are kind of working their way up and kind of finding their spot? There we go. Go, Vargy. Okay, how would you rate that play?
I give that like a 9. I give that a solid 9. That was pretty dang good.
If I recall, he's come into the dugout. He said he was 2 for 2, so now he's 3 for 3.
3 for 3. Look at him out there.
I know. And left field has been pretty good for him.
He's looking comfortable. Yeah, he's already getting used to it out there. I like it, Vargy.
What have you just having this moment? Obviously, in this dugout, you get a lot of the guys that you get to play alongside pretty much every day. But what's it like being with them in this situation, preparing for what this year could look like?
It's been kind of wild. Yeah, no, obviously, with the hype coming into the season and just some of the star power you kind of have in this clubhouse and the dugout over here. I mean, it's just kind of crazy and surreal to kind of be around a little bit of it and be a part of it. And this season should be a lot of fun. There's a lot to look forward to, and just happy to be part of it.
What's your mindset, Joe, just with it? Because obviously I know when you see a bunch of big names signing to this organization and kind of looking at what the opportunity could be for you, knowing that there's another spot in the rotation that's available. I mean, how do you approach that? And what are the conversations that you're having, whether it's with Dave Roberts or Andrew Friedman, just kind of with that understanding?
Yeah, there's, of course, throughout the Major League season, there's going to be innings to be had, and it's really just putting myself in the best position to be ready whenever those innings are called on and whenever I get my opportunity, and just making sure that we are just ready to go and ready to fire.
Today was another really good step for that. What was the reaction from the dugout after your 2 innings?
Just a lot of good stuff. Yeah, a lot of guys excited for me. A lot of guys kind of talking to me, hyping me up about some things, and so it's been really good. It's been really fun to kind of get back with these guys.
When you think about just your pitch mix, what was the focus, or was there a specific pitch that you've been working on this offseason that you were able to kind of bring in and see the results play out with it?
Yeah, I'd say my curveball has been one thing that's kind of been lacking the last few years. It's kind of been at best to get me over and really just kind of slow and loopy. And this offseason just kind of changed a little bit of stuff with some grips, trying to make it a little bit more something I can actually use as a little bit more than a get me over, something else to get a different look in there. And today it was a million times better than it's been the last few years. It's felt really good to get that in, and so it's kind of been a focus to really kind of get that going, because I feel like I have such a good feel for the other 3 pitches that being able to add that could be huge.
Now, was that something that you took the initiative to kind of focus on and lean in on, or was that something the pitching coaches saw and they were like, hey, we think this could be a big weapon for you?
It was. We're good. Yeah, we're good. We got you. It was kind of something I kind of had been working with. Obviously, they've talked to me about it in the past, but it's kind of been like in the back of most people's minds. It's not really been like a main focus, but I knew for...
See, this is why it's dangerous, okay?
Absolutely.
We're ready.
Especially, I was going to say, I'm pretty positive he did this last at-bat, too, so it's just this hitter. But, it was something I wanted to really kind of get going. That curveball, knew it could be something, because when I was younger, I always had a good curveball, but as I kind of got older, it'd been more of a slider guy. And so I knew that was something I could add back in, and just kind of talked with a couple of them, and they were on board. And so we kind of worked together with some things to try to figure it out, and it's been good, really good so far.
I just want you to know, this at-bat has already been 11 pitches. We have almost died, about 2, maybe 3 of them. Is there something that we did to him?
The thing is, he played with me in OKC at the end of the season last year. I don't know if he's just like mad at, like, wanting to be like, hey guys, remember me? Or like, he's just trying to remind us what's going on. But
I'm not feeling so safe over here. Landon, thank you so much for everything today. You had a fantastic outing, and we look forward to more of this, because you were awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Now we can go be in a safe spot. Tim, back to you.
All right, get a helmet, Kirsten, or a glove, or both.
I need one. Goodness gracious.
It's 13th pitch of the at-bat to Oscar Mercado. He'll get another from Tanner Dodson, who's pitching.
Well, Landon Knack told her that she was fine because he was there. But, by the way, don't try this at home.
Right. Tanner Dodson last year between Tulsa and Oklahoma City.
The good news is his control has been there. He struggled with it last year.
Another one yank foul. Mercado did earn himself a walk, and he did foul off some pitches in his first at-bat. But isn't that just That's great producing, I think, on TV, to have a batter up they know is going to have a lot of foul balls, so they can have a lot of time to interview Landon Knack and give Dodger fans a chance to let them know him. And now we're looking at a 16-pitch at bat right here.
Yeah.
11 foul balls out of 15. Let's see, I'm trying to remember the at-bat Alex Cora had.
18 pitches.
18 pitches.
And then hit the home run at Dodger Stadium down the right field line.
Here is another pitch from Tanner Dodson to Oscar Mercado. And this one is up in the air. It'll stay fair. And Freddie Freeman, right on the lip of the outfield grass, will make the catch. And so Tanner Dodson wins that long battle. 16 total pitches to get Mercado out, and there are 2 away in the 5th. Dodgers up 2-1. And now the number 9 hitter, second baseman Mason McCoy. Well, Landon Knack's pretty good quote, isn't it?
A delightful interview, and he got an inside look at what Knack was saying. You know, he did have the curveball earlier, the youngster, and then he kind of lost it. And for him to come back, understands what he needs to work on.
But again, the Dodgers put him on the 40-man over the winter to protect him from the Rule 5 draft. If you're a player that happens to, what does that say to you about how the organization feels about you?
You have value, and they trust their instinct enough to know that you have the ability, and they want you to be part of your organization right now.
He faced 6 hitters, strikeout 4. Pretty good. Tanner Dodson went to Cal, by the way. Pitched at Cal in college.
Now, that was a good meeting as Rojas came in. Why? Because Dodson had thrown a lot of pitches. Give him a break. Let him take a couple of breaths. And that's exactly when you want to come in and say, hey, wait a minute, let's slow things down.
McCoy takes a strike here. So now it's 2-1 to Mason McCoy. McCoy had a base hit in the 3rd inning, 1 for 1 today. And McCoy hits it toward the middle, right over the bag, backhanded by Chris Owings. He straightens up, throws to first, and that's the inning. So it took a while, but Tanner Dodson works a 1-2-3, top of the 5th. 2-1 Dodgers.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
Oh, I gotta pay how much?
Been to your dealership for car repair lately? You know, half the cars serviced at AMCO don't even need a new transmission. At AMCO, we've been shifting gears for over 50 years, delivering top-notch service and unbeatable expertise. Our expert technicians will give you an honest assessment, and we won't fix what's not broken. So before you say yes to costly repairs elsewhere, get a second opinion at AMCO. That's AA, MCO, transmissions, and a whole lot more.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in the top of the team. Now we on top once again. Yeah.
2 runs, 5 hits for the Dodgers, 1 run, 2 hits for the Padres, bottom of the 5th inning. Along with Rick Monday, I'm Tim Never. Kirsten Watson with us as well. I hope you're enjoying the radio TV simulcast, wherever you happen to be. Folks certainly enjoying themselves out on the berm in the outfield. Angel de los Santos, last year with the Guardians, 70 games out of the bullpen. So a veteran arm for the Padres that they picked up. The right-hander getting set to face Dalton Rushing. San Pedro de Macorís home in the Dominican Republic for De Los Santos. Working the first base side of the rubber to the left-handed hitting Rushing. First pitch fouled at the plate, 0-1. He's another one. Anxious to watch him develop through the system. As a lot of folks are. The world of Dodger baseball. 0-1 pitch. It's inside and low. De Los Santos originally signed as an international free agent with the Mariners as a teenager. 2 balls and a strike now to Rushing. There's a stretch and the 2-1 delivery from De Los Santos. Yanked foul into the Padre dugout on the first base side. It'll be Rushing and then Jose Ramos and back to the top of the order for the Dodgers. Bottom of the 5th inning. Dodgers put up a single run in the first. Freddie Freeman with an opposite field solo homer. First pitch, too. And then Miguel Vargas doubled and scored on a sacrifice fly from Rushing in the second inning. Takes low and in. Full count, 3-2.
Good take. That's a tempting pitch that he's able to lay off of it.
Waiting the payoff pitch from De Los Santos. Yeah, wave and a miss. He got an off-speed pitch. Rushing strikes out. One gone for the Dodgers here.
De Los Santos doesn't reach all the way back. He kind of short arms the throw a little bit. So he missed with one slider inside, came back, took something off of it. De Los Santos also last year, where he got pounded with his first pitch. Guys went up there hunting for first pitch fastball and hit 429 against the right-hander.
Delivering to the right-handed hitting Jose Ramos. It's outside for a ball. 0-for-1. Ramos went down swinging in the second inning. Breaking ball in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ramos getting a chance to start today. Came in off the bench yesterday. And there'll be some changes coming up, typically after the 5th inning. Depends on how many at-bats the plan called for today for the starters. Looks like 3 because Rojas is out on deck. 2-1 rather. That's in for a strike, and it's 2-2. Freddie Freeman's got a helmet on in the dugout. And there with Aaron Bates. Two ball, 2 strike pitch. And a pitch clock violation. That's the first one we've seen this spring. That will give Ramos a ball on the count, make it full 3-2. Again, with nobody on, 15 seconds. With a runner on this year, it is 18 seconds. Major League Baseball found ways to carve out some more time. They went through the data this offseason. There's a ground ball right side. That is past a diving Graham Pauley and into right field for a 1-out base hit for Jose Ramos.
Dodgers just putting the ball into play, and inside out swing. Good effort by Pauley over first base. Looked like he had a chance maybe to get that ball. It's a full out effort.
Ramos talking to first base coach Clayton McCullough. Walensky, the umpire over at first base. Walensky, Alan Porter, and Ryan Blakeney, the base umpires, rotating today. Oh, that pitch way inside to Ramos. Rojas from De Los Santos. Wow, he tried to call timeout, and De Los Santos made a little adjustment. Rojas takes high and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Miggy's 0 for 2 today. This guy's always so positive. Every time you see him, he's got a smile. He's got something good to say. He's just been a marvelous teammate since he has arrived with this ball club. Finds this one foul up the left side.
Strong suit is his defense.
Freddie Freeman on deck.
His strong suit is, well, check out all the boxes.
Start with the batter's box. Go to first base, and Ramos gets back in time. Can you see scenarios throughout the course of the season where we'd see Ramos come in to spell Gavin Lux late in ball games, maybe? This one in the air is slicing toward right center. That's down for a hit. Rounding second and on his way to third is Ramos. An opposite field single for Miguel Rojas and the Dodgers with runners at the corners and 1 out.
It's funny you bring that up because that's exactly what I was thinking yesterday. In fact, after we left Peoria and driving back to where I'm staying, is that in the plans possibly late in the game, depending upon how Lux is feeling and how he is fielding. 2 different things, feeling and fielding. But do you think about Rojas in the 9th inning in a scenario, if the position, the batting spot of Lux is not going to be coming up in a very close game, at least not coming up in the next half inning for the Dodgers, should they need it?
If I said Ramos, I meant Rojas. Not to confuse anybody. But Freddie Freeman, 2 on and 1 out. De Los Santos pitch. Freddie takes high ball 1. First inning. First pitch of spring training for Freddie. Opposite field drive and a home run. That opened the scoring. Uses the whole ballpark. Runners off the corners. Breaking ball missing off the plate outside. 2-0 to Freeman.
It was pretty much a guarantee for Freeman last year. Runners in scoring position. He's up there right now. First and third. Hit .370. I mentioned earlier, the last 2 years, he's done even better than that in these spots. .381.
330 against right-handed pitching last year. You'd say, wow, he's just got to rake right-handers. He does, but his average against left-handers was even better. He had .335 in left-on-left situations last year. Two ball, 1 strike offer. And that is low. 3-1. Will Smith waits on deck. Freddie Freeman's average tops in the majors against left-handed pitching last year. Right-handers, he was up there. Ramos off of third base. Rojas off of first. De Los Santos checks Miguel. Rojas back in plenty of time. Right-handers stretch, and now the 3-1 to Freddie Freeman. Swung on and well hit. Deep right center field. It's going to be caught on the warning track, but a run will score as Ramos tags and comes in on the sacrifice fly by Freddie Freeman. Freddie's second run batted into the ballgame.
Well, you make contact, you can make some things happen. And just missed it as far as hitting the ball out of the ballpark. But for Freeman, when he was ahead of the count last year, he was slightly better than a 400 average. Hit 409.
Will Smith with a man aboard and 2 down. Will takes a strike.
I talked about it earlier. When you look at this lineup, the regular lineup, you have Betts leading off, then Freeman, then Will Smith, and then Max Muncy. And again, Smith and Muncy were the top 2 batters with runners in scoring position opportunities last year.
Fouls it away to the right, 0-2.
So if you have your middle of the lineup coming on with an opportunity to put some tallies on the board, your offense is in a pretty good situation.
Smith at the plate with an 0-2 count to pitch. A little bit up, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Last year through July 21st, Will hit 291, 13 home runs. After that date on the calendar, 222 with 6 home runs. Strikes out here on appeal. But the Dodgers do pick up a run. 2 hits. There's a man left. We go to the 6th at Camelback Ranch. 3-1 Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports. Toyota's President's Day deals are too good for just one day. So Toyota is celebrating President's Day all month long. Whatever you're looking for, your Toyota dealer's got it. Hurry in and save big on a stylish new Camry, powerful Tundra, or versatile RAV4. See all offers at Toyota.com. But don't wait. Get to Toyota's President's Day sales event today. We make it easy. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey Dodger fans, thank you for voting for Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel as the best casino outside of Las Vegas and the Pines Modern Steakhouse as best casino restaurant in the 2023 USA Today 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards. We appreciate your support and votes in putting us on top. Join us at Yamava Resort and Casino, California's #1 entertainment destination for big wins and bigger prizes. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
You're listening to the Los Angeles Dodgers. He leaps and the ball is gone on the exclusive home of your LA Dodgers. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
3-1 Dodgers, top of the 6th inning. Glad you're with us, no matter where you happen to be. Tuned into Dodger Baseball. Game 2 of the Cactus League schedule. TJ McFarland, left-hander, is on to pitch for the Dodgers. A host of changes, not everybody across the board, but most of them. We'll run through those for you in a little bit. 44 appearances in AAA last year for McFarland. He's been around a bit. And there goes Will Smith, Miguel Rojas. Their afternoons are going to finish up a little early. Same with Max Muncy. Head back to the clubhouse. TJ McFarland, Major League veteran, delivers the first pitch to Jacob Marcy. Marcy is one of the top prospects right now for the Padres. McFarland delivers low. And McFarland, he goes back to 2007 when he was drafted by Cleveland out of Palos Hills, Illinois. He has been with a number of teams, including the Orioles for a long time, Diamondbacks, a couple of them. There's a ground ball to short. Trey Sweeney makes the play, but can't get it to first in time. A difficult play for the new Dodger shortstop coming in off the bench, trying to retire Marcy, who runs well down the first base line.
Well, a long way is it Sweeney playing up the middle. The fact that he could get to the baseball was rather impressive to begin with.
Sweeney, the new shortstop. Alex Freeland is the new third baseman. Austin Gauthier, second day in a row, he's at second base. There's a wave and a miss. Tyler Robertson getting his first plate appearance. He comes in for Cal Mitchell. And T.J. McFarland also pitched for the Athletics, the Cardinals, most recently for the Mets. Oh, that one's off the glove of Sweeney. Gauthier there to help him out. That'll be a base hit. Robertson aboard. So back-to-back infield singles for the Padres with the tying run aboard. Nate Mondu will be the next hitter. The ball will find you, won't it?
It will.
Just depends who it is and what day it is. Come off the bench. Two tough ones for Sweeney. Mondu, left-handed batter. He's been with the Oakland organization recently as well. 3-1 Dodgers, top of the sixth inning. Padres have the time run aboard and nobody out. Left-hander T.J. McFarland sends one home. Whistle's in there for a strike. Marcy leads at second base. 0-2 the count to the left-handed hitting Nate Mondu. A little chopper to the left side. Sweeney's got it with a backhand. One play. It's to first. Stretched by Kevin Padlow over there. And that's the out. The two runners advance. Marcy down to third from second. Robertson over to second from first.
Sweeney may be thinking, hey, wait a minute. Why are you guys picking on me?
Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. The infield will come in. One out. Well, they're going to back him up a little bit. They're going to play for the out instead here. Nathan Martorella came in and played first base yesterday. He's hitting for Kyle Higashioka here in the Padre lineup. Chasing one downstairs. That's a tough pitch to handle, I would think, for a left-handed batter against the lefty McFarland. Sweeping action. Another one, a swing and a miss, strike two.
Well, you get the first swing on that pitch. Why not come right back with it again? Question is, does he triple up with it now? Or try and straighten him up and then come back?
He tried to triple him up, but this time Martorella got a piece of it, just fouling it off. 1-2 to Martorella. Dodger pitching so far in the spring. Again, it's early, but 14 1/3 innings pitched. 2 earned runs allowed. That's about a 1.29 ERA. They've had 3 up, 3 down innings in 4 of the 5 innings today. Now the Padres threatening as we get past the midway point. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a good sweeping breaking ball. Martorella strikes out, 2 gone.
Nasty pitch to lefties. They kind of sidearm 3/4 the pitch to begin with. And from a left-handed perspective, at home plate as the batter, it looks like he's throwing the ball from behind you.
Marcos Castañon is now the batter with runners at second and third and 2 down. McFarland sends one in a little bit low. Castañon, a right-handed batter. He is from Santa Barbara. Well, that's where he played collegiately anyway. Not a Rialto originally, but Played at UCSB in the Big West for the Gauchos. And a strike delivered. 1 ball and 1 strike. The scouting report on Castañón is that he has pretty much been an overachiever since his time in high school. And he frequently outperformed a lot of players in Southern California, hotbed of talent. Popped up, and the catcher, Chris Oakey, who has taken over for Will Smith, makes the catch, and that'll do it. T.J. McFarland strands 2 men in scoring position. 3-1 Dodgers, middle of the 6th.
AM 570, LA Sports.
Hey, it's David Vassay. What makes Navien a home run for your home? Navien tankless water heaters offer an endless flow of hot water for spa-like comfort, a 15-year limited warranty, and lower energy bills. Right now, SoCal Gas is offering up to a $1,200 rebate when you replace your old tank with a new, high-efficiency Navien tankless water heater. Find the name of your Navien contractor today at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
Alignment Health Plan is changing the Medicare Advantage game so that you can be the one in charge of your health. Hey, this is Steve Sachs, and I highly recommend Alignment. They're handing you the reins so they can cater to your needs. Choose from a wide range of doctors. Your adventures in life haven't stopped. They're just beginning. Alignment Health Plan. Welcome to a new era of aging. Call 888-979-2247 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. Or visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com today. Visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com.
Hey, Dodger fans, thank you for voting for Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel as the best casino outside of Las Vegas and the Pines Modern Steakhouse as best casino restaurant in the 2023 USA Today 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards. We appreciate your support and votes in putting us on top. Join us at Yamava Resort and Casino, California's #1 entertainment destination for big wins and bigger prizes. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Back to LA Dodgers baseball.
Makes the leap and he makes the catch.
Exclusively on the LA Dodgers audio network. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Everett.
2024 season ticket memberships are now on sale. All memberships include exclusive access to opening day, postseason tickets, exclusive member-only events, team store discounts, and so much more. To find out more, visit Dodgers.com/membership. Tommy Nance, the new pitcher for San Diego, the right-hander. A lot of changes for the Padres as we move to the bottom half of the 6th. Dodgers with a 3-1 lead. And the Dodgers will have some guys getting some at-bats who haven't been to the plate yet. First pitch.
Tommy Nance. Well, if you don't like the ball thrown about 90 miles an hour, don't think about being in the big leagues. 90 to 100 plus.
You put some gas on it.
Well, think of the hitter situation.
Trey Sweeney checked his swing. He did not. Appeal down to third base. And the strike rung up there. So it's a 1-2 count to Sweeney.
So what's the mindset of a hitter? Is it to protect the strike zone, or do you own it? If you're trying to protect it, you're in trouble. Protect it, yes, behind the count, maybe with 2 strikes.
One, 2, that's fouled away. Well, Sweeney's a guy we could see, depending on what happens this year. This guy was a #1 pick, a first-round pick, 20th overall by the Yankees in 2021. Has yet to make his big league debut, but one of the top prospects in the game. This was a good pickup by the Dodgers. Sweeney, ground ball left side, a base hit. Leadoff single for Sweeney.
And you need those guys also, Tim, in that backup situation, because obviously the ability is there. And he goes away with the pitch that's tailing away from him. Not a bad pitch at all, but some good hitting. They're playing up the middle, a good hole on the left side. But Sweeney, the other thing, too, besides the ability, he knows how to play the game. And some people may say, wait a minute, they all know how to play the game. Not to the extent when you include instinct. That's the one area you cannot teach.
Pitch inside. Manny Margot. 0 for 2 today for Margot. Yeah, think about Sweeney, too. He wasn't drafted out of high school. Out of Louisville, Kentucky, St. Xavier High School, and wasn't drafted and went into playing college at Eastern Illinois, and boy, did the switch flip for him. Went from being non-drafted out of high school to a first-round pick.
It took him a little bit longer to develop. I mean, not everyone has totally developed motor skills and even growth period at 17 or maybe even 18.
Margot hits this one on the fist, and it bounces in front of the second base bag. Grabbed by Nate Mondu. He throws over to Martorella at first to complete the double play. 4 and assisted to 3. And there are 2 down in the Dodger half of the 6th inning.
That's why in the development stage, that's why it is so important and so difficult. When you start to look at scouts, what is it that they see in a 16 or 17-year-old? What's the projection? Have they developed? Will they develop? How do you know? It is so difficult to scout.
Miguel Vargas, 2 for 2 today. And he's got a pretty spectacular catch that he made back in the 5th inning against Bryce Johnson, robbing him. That was the Kirsten and Landon Knack half inning. Landon Knack, the starter, for joining us late, had a really solid 2 innings today. Faced 6 men, struck out 4 of them. Good day at the office. And Miggy having a good day at the office. As spring progresses, we're going to see how he patrols left field more and more.
It will be a process.
Pitch inside. How tough is it to change positions and transition and learn all the nuances and the things you need to learn?
It's difficult. It's difficult to even change sides of the field. By that I'm talking about maybe from shortstop to second base or third base to second or vice versa. Go to the right side to the left side of the infield. It's a different perspective. You get a different look at the ball. You know, for me, perspective playing in center field most of the time. I didn't mind playing right field occasionally. I did not like playing left field. It was, to me, it was like a duck out of water.
Miguel hits this one in the air to right field. If Robertson underneath it, he'll make the catch. And the side is retired. Inning over. We go to the 7th. Dodgers leading the Padres 3-1.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
AM PM freshly baked cookie.
This Tungus jam.
Oh, so tasty.
Freshly baked.
Chocolate chunk.
So melted. Whoa.
You heard it. Now taste it. When exquisite freshly baked cookies are more than a snack, but an experience, that's Cravenience. AM/PM. Too much good stuff.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in Southern California, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC equal credit opportunity lender.
Headed for the wall. Got a home run over the left field wall.
2024 season ticket memberships are now on sale. All memberships include exclusive access to opening day and postseason tickets, exclusive member-only events, team store discounts, and so much more. Elevate your fandom and join the passionate community of fans who share your excitement for Dodger baseball. Make memories with family and friends that will last a lifetime and become a season ticket member today. For more information, visit Dodgers.com/membership. This is LA Dodgers baseball.
Baseball is back. It is gonna home run.
On the exclusive home of the Blue. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Superhero, yeah. Hit that pill, turn me to a superhero,
Spring training 2024 rolls on. Tomorrow in Tempe, we'll be over at Tempe Diablo Stadium for a noon start here on Sportsnet LA and AM 570 on the simulcast, Dodgers and Angels. Sunday, the Oakland Athletics come here to Camelback Ranch, and it's off to Scottsdale on Monday. back here to Camelback on Tuesday, taking on the White Sox. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Dodgers. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Padres. Top of the 7th inning, lefty Alec Gamboa will come on. He made it as high as AAA last year. Spent a little bit of time in Oklahoma City. Was in Tulsa a lot. There's a first pitch ground ball to the right side. Gauthier picks it up, flips on to Kevin Padlo at first base. 1 pitch and 1 out for San Diego as Robert Perez Jr. is now 0 for 3.
I realize there were, 7th inning, game 2. But how about these numbers? Dodgers with runners in scoring position. Now they came up with 8 runs in the first inning yesterday. But they're 8 for 15 with 2 sacrifice flies. Now that's refreshing. It's a good start. Look at the flip side of the coin, 1 for 11 runners in scoring position for San Diego in the first 2 games.
Tirso Ornelas, a left-on-left matchup here. Gamboa kicks and fires, and it's high. Ball and a strike to Ornelas. Dodgers have made a change in the outfield. Ryan Ward has taken over for Vargas in left field. Manny Margot's afternoon is done, and Travis Swaggerty is in center. There's a strike call to Ornelas. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. 3-1 Dodgers, top of the 7th. Gamboa ready to deal. He's fouled almost down to the catcher's mitt of Chris Oakey. 1 and 2.
That was a tardy swing.
And the pitch. And a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Got him to chase a high one. 2 down on the top of the 7th.
1 late swing and then, well, hang with him.
Hang with him.
That's what you hear to get back to the dugout.
Yeah.
Hey, hang with him.
But
if you have an afternoon of hang with him, you know, had a long afternoon.
He had a tough day. But as a hitter that you chased the pitch out of the strike zone. So you're pretty much having a pretty lively meeting with yourself.
Well, at that moment in return, you know exactly what you did. You're mad at yourself. Silence is golden at that time.
0-1. That's inside.
Hang with him. You'll get him next time. Don't give up.
We've seen some guys, discipline the bat because they feel the bat might need some discipline. 1-1 foul. If you've ever seen at Wrigley Field, they have these water fountains in the dugouts, and there are a lot of dents from bats, and there are a lot of spike marks in them. Those things have been abused over the years. And 2 to Kevin Plawecki, who is catching now for San Diego. He's up and in. Spun him out of the way.
Chin music.
Gamboa out of Fresno City College. Dodgers drafted him in the 9th round, 2019. Down and away for a ball to Plawecki. That fills the count. 2 outs, base is empty. Outfield swung around a little bit to right center. Big gap in left center field for the right-handed hitter, Plawecki. 3-2 pitch from Gamboa. Swung on, hit the center. Going back on it, Swaggerty drifts over to right center field. He's got it handled. Swaggerty puts it away, and it's a 1-2-3, top of the 7th. Stretch time at Camelback Ranch, 3-1 Dodgers.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Mention Home Run at any of their stores to receive a free team bracelet and $50 off any purchase of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniels. So visit danielsjewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream. with Daniels Jewelers.
Hey Dickerson, word on the street is that you're driving the Ford F-150 Lightning now. Does that mean I can have your Ford F-150 Hybrid?
Absolutely not. I still drive both. And if I want to get as far away from you as possible, the Ford F-150 Hybrid goes over 700 miles on one tank.
Well, I guess I'll visit my California Ford dealer today to get America's best-selling truck for 46 years and counting.
Tell them ED sent you.
Because when we are unidos, we are stronger with Ford.
Your car is one of your most prized possessions, so you want to make sure you're taking care of it, and that includes routine oil changes. Hi, this is Tim Cates. With our family cars, I trust the folks at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. No way.
Afternoon, blue skies all the way around here. Camelback Ranch, great crowd on hand, and a 3-1 Dodger lead heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. Oh, a great shot there. Matt Festa will take over. He's in the Pacific Coast League most of the year, the last several years with the Tacoma Rainiers, and had some ups and downs with the Mariners. 8 games last year, 8 games the year before, a couple of games 2022, but most of the time with Tacoma, 28 games last year. An impressive ERA at 0.53, and that is impressive considering you're getting an ERA of almost half a run in the Pacific Coast League, where you play a number of games at altitude, including Albuquerque, where the Dodgers used to have their squad for a lot of years. Austin Gauthier, the second baseman, he swings and fouls it off the catcher Plawecki, who got the worst of that. That story tells it all right there.
Yep. Here comes the trainer. He might as well bring a violin to home plate because there's not much you can do to help.
No. And he doesn't even have to ask, where did it get you?
No.
Just how you're doing.
No, he knows how he's doing.
That's one of the tough parts about being a catcher.
So you want to be behind the plate and do the catching, huh?
Okay. Mike Schultz, the manager out there, he's trying to see if Plawecki wants to continue or not. More than likely Plawecki does. Played umpire Gabe Morales giving him plenty of time. Professional courtesy. Going to stay in.
That's a timeout for humanity.
Oh, it's hard to laugh in that situation. You make me laugh sometimes. All right, so Gauthier ready to go again. And yesterday, he scored a run. He walked in the ball game, scored a run. Played some second base, playing second base again here today. Non-roster invite out of Hofstra. He fouls this one back. At Hofstra, he majored in criminology. At some point, maybe you'll use that. Played 4 years. That's hit in the air to right field and drifting into foul ground. That ball is not going to be caught. Now, Robertson was drifting over, kept on drifting, and it was just out of his reach.
He's going over to the wall, makes the leap, and that's why spring training, just about every day, you're playing in a different ballpark. Different configuration. It's fallen upon deaf ears. I've been a big proponent of having all the warning tracks exactly the same width.
Down to taps this one foul. We've talked about that a number of times, and you know the one that I know bothers you a lot is the one in Tampa. It doesn't matter how wide it is. It's the same material.
It's the same artificial turf.
It's just a different color, so you don't know if you're stepping on it or not.
Because an outfielder can feel it under the feet. So an infielder, you go over in foul territory.
Go out there and hits it in the air to center field. Backpedaling is Jacob Marcy. He'll make the catch for the out.
And I really wish that the baseball, maybe they had looked into it more closely than I have. I'm just going off a gut reaction as someone who's wound up in the hospital having gone into a fence years and years ago. But baseball has done so much to improve the safety of the players. I would think that this could be, well, maybe an argument.
Dalton Rushing, designated hitter, starting at that position today. Dalton's third time up. He takes a strike. Got a run batted in the second inning with a sacrifice fly. Struck out swinging last time up. That was in the fifth inning. Pitch from Festa in for a strike. 0-2 to Dalton Rushing. Rushing wants time.
Festa has a chance to open up some eyes. You know, with the Mariners, at the end of 22, he was a big part of that relief corps that helped them, look at the postseason.
Stretch on the 0-2 pitch. That's low and in.
Say one thing about Festa, he has a good grunt, and where he releases the ball, the microphone can pick it up in the background.
He's got the high gold stirrups on. Pants tucked up just under the kneecaps. Padres with the gold caps in spring training. Pitch cut on and missed. It was inside, but Rushing gave it a run, and he strikes out for the second time today. 2 men out in the bottom of the seventh. Kevin Padlo up. Well, yesterday, Padlo put a charge into a baseball. That was in the first inning. He was starting at first and batting ninth, and he put that one under the canopy over at Peoria Sports Complex for a 2-run homer. And that was a big part of the Dodgers' 8-run top of the first inning. One ball, no strikes to Padlo. Padlo takes one that skips in the dirt.
Well, Festa, scouting report, he grunts on the fastball, the curveball, and the changeup.
Is that in the scouting report, really?
Yeah.
No. He makes a lot of noise. There it was again on the pitch outside.
Well, I got a call this winter from someone who's doing a book on Nolan Ryan, who is known for pretty good fastball. And asked me, well, what about facing Ryan? I said, well, he grunted on just about every pitch. I said, the ball beat the grunt to home plate.
3-0 is it for a strike. So
if you look at the speed of sound.
Faster than the speed of sound?
Yeah, faster than the speed of sound, the fastball. And the guy said, wait a minute, what did you say? I said, yes, at times I had the feeling that the baseball beat the grunt to home plate when Nolan Ryan threw it.
That's outside. Padlo will take a walk. Padlo, you may remember last year, or you may not. I mean, he had a really brief stint with the Angels, 3 games. He's been around, though. He's been with Pittsburgh, Seattle, the Giants, Tampa Bay. Has been in the minor leagues at the AAA level for a lot of time. 2-out walk issued by Festa. With a man aboard, a 3-1 lead, bottom of the 7th inning. Drew Avens batting. Avens winning the game in right field.
Well, a walk today after we saw a walk in the park yesterday. 14 combined walks this season. Make that yesterday. First of the afternoon, either team today.
Festa's pitch, the left-handed hitting Avens, is foul chipped into the glove of Kevin Plawecki. 1-1 to Drew Avens. Now, from what we saw from him last spring, and of course, just checking on things from time to time in Oklahoma City, I mean, Avens doing all the little things, all the big things, professional hitter, professional all the way around. Play anywhere in the outfield. They get you a home run every now and then. There's a 1-2 to Avens from Matt Festa. He'll wait. Throw over to first base. And Padlo back.
We're not going to read some of the numbers we saw yesterday. 60 total players, 21 pitchers yesterday.
It's a busy day. 1-2 fouled up. You know, in comparison, just relatively speaking, the scorebook is a lot neater today than yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday was an absolute mess. But today, a little bit more in order. And you know that going into spring training anyway. You know that the scorebook is so important.
Yeah, well, you know that the first week you're going to see a lot of young players, be a lot of different people in the lineup.
And 2 to Drew Avens. Here comes the 2-2 from Matt Festa. The breaking ball is inside the full count, so the runner Padlo will break from first.
Yeah, very quickly. About the first week of spring training is really a lot of fun because we have a chance to see the players, not just with the Dodgers organization, but other organizations too. But we've been hearing about and reading about.
Get to see a lot of prospects. Really, you can see what the Dodgers have done to rebuild depth. You know, we've been able to see that over the last 2 days anyway, in game activity, to rebuild depth in the infield and the outfield. Payoff pitch to Avens. Runner goes, and it's inside ball 4. It's back-to-back 2-out walks. And the Dodgers still in business in the bottom of the 7th inning. And I think, when you look at the signings, obviously, the signings the Dodgers made, headlines internationally. But when you look at some of the other signings that don't get the headlines, the Dodgers baseball operations department, scouting, analytics, a lot of things go into it. And there's a lot of new faces here that are vying for jobs, vying for roster spots, who will provide necessary depth. Because it's inevitable over the course of a major league season that injuries happen, stuff happens, right? So you're going to need depth at AAA and in AA.
And keeping track of who you are going to be calling should an injury and when an injury pops up. I mean, who's ready? Who's hot? Injuries take place at the minor league level as well.
Padres just had a mound visit. That's over. 2 on, 2 out. Chris Oakey, the catcher, right-handed hitter. Pitch from Festa. Down low for a ball. Now, last year, James Outman hit his way onto the major league roster in spring training and hasn't looked back. So he won a job in spring. Oh, runner takes off from second, heading down to third, and safe at third, Kevin Padlo. He stole that off the pitcher, Festa.
Yeah, he had a big lead to begin with, the very first pitch of this at bat. So he took advantage of it and gave that timing.
Avens didn't see him go. He's still at first base, but, that's a little riverboat gambling. If you're going to try to swipe third with 2 down, you better be sure you have it. And he had it. 90 feet closer for Oakey. Trying to add on in the bottom of the 7th. Festa's pitch. Now Avens goes for second. This one into left field, a base hit. Padlo will score. Rounding second is Avens. He is into third. It's 4-1 Dodgers. Chris Oakey with an RBI single.
And Avens had a very good jump at first base, was moving on the pitch. Well, watch the bat speed on the television side. That breaking ball out over the plate. Boy, that is a hitter's delight.
So we're going to have a pitching change. With 2 outs, Matt Festa can't finish the 7th. So, timeout. Bottom of the 7th. Dodgers 4, Padres 1.
Oh, I got to pay how much?
Been to your dealership for car repair lately? You know, half the cars serviced at AMCO don't even need a new transmission. At AMCO, we've been shifting gears for over 50 years, delivering top-notch service and unbeatable expertise. Our expert technicians will give you an honest assessment, and we won't fix what's not broken. So before you say yes to costly repairs elsewhere, get a second opinion at AMCO. That's AA, MCO, transmissions, and a whole lot more.
Alignment Health Plan is changing the Medicare Advantage game so that you can be the one in charge of your health. Hey, this is Steve Sachs, and I highly recommend Alignment. They're handing you the reins so they can cater to your needs. Choose from a wide range of doctors. Your adventures in life haven't stopped. They're just beginning. Alignment Health Plan. Welcome to a new era of aging. Call 888-979-2247 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. Or visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com today. Visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
We don't get through the game.
Former Baltimore Oriole Logan Gillespie, a right-hander, takes over with 2 outs and runners at the corners in the bottom of the 7th inning. Dodgers with a 4-1 lead. There were 2 outs after the first 2 hitters. Then back-to-back walks issued to Kevin Padlo and Drew Avens. And Chris Oakey with an RBI hit at Padlo home. And Alex Freeland, left-handed batter, will face Logan Gillespie here. Dodgers with a 2-out run last year, the most 2-out runs in Major League Baseball, 369 2-out runs. And they did some of their best work with 2 outs. 40 last year at Great Lakes for Alex Freeland. Here's the 1-0. And that is in for a strike. It is Avens at third, Oakey at first. And the stretch by Gillespie in the pitch. That's up high. Alex Freeland playing third base. He can also play short. Third rounder by the Dodgers in 2022. Went to school in Orlando, University of Central Florida. It's this one in the air to left field, shallow. And coming in is Ornelas. He will make the catch. And the side is retired. But the Dodgers get a run. They'll leave 2. Heading to the 8th. It's 4-1.
AM 570, LA Sports.
It's Big Cap Day at Santa Anita Park with over an estimated $15 million payout on Saturday, March 2nd. Get on track with world-class racing, bucket hat giveaway, a beer festival, fiesta in the infield, and more experiences. Tickets at santaanita.com/events.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
Tune into Petros and Money at 3:30 Wednesday for the James Worthy Report. Brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers. Unidos, we are stronger. We're back.
There will be no letdown. This year ends differently.
Vasse's in Arizona.
Andre Ethier is my new family. I live here now.
The boys in blue are on the field at Camelback.
This team, man. This team.
And Dodger baseball is in full swing.
It is gone, a home run.
Don't miss a game all season long right here on AM 570 LA Sports.
I just sneak in one earbud and listen every night at work.
And take the game with you on the free iHeartRadio app. Back to LA Dodgers baseball.
Makes the leap and he makes the catch.
Exclusively on the LA Dodgers Audio Network. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
runs on 9 hits for the Dodgers, 1 run, 3 hits for the Padres. Top of the 8th inning. Mitchell Taransky out of Michigan State will come on and pitch for the Dodgers. And Kirsten Watson, along with a number of other media members, caught up with Freddie Freeman just a little bit ago.
Freddie, just pick up relatively where you left off last year, just getting the results early this spring. How does that feel to kind of get going?
It feels good, obviously. It's just nice to play a game. It feels like we've been here for a couple of weeks just practicing. But, I mean, the first few games, you're just trying to see strikes and swing at the right pitches, and able to do that today.
For you during spring, whether it's a number of at-bats, what's kind of the focus for you to know that you feel ready for the season?
Yeah, usually just around 40 is about what I typically go for. So, like, I'll take tomorrow off, and then I'm going 3 straight days just to kind of get the legs going and, feel the soreness and get that out. So I like to play a lot in spring, just to kind of I feel good at the beginning, and then there's always a week where it feels like you can't get a hit, and then you got to get rid of that, and then hopefully feel good by the end of the spring training. But right now, I'm feeling pretty good.
Is that process speed up at all just with the Korea game?
No, I just kind of treated it like the WBC the last 2 times I've done that. I just started hitting earlier in the off season than I normally do. That's about it. I feel trying to treat the live VPs as game-like as you can to, treat those as ABs, extra ABs as well. So feel pretty good right now.
Are there parts of just like the schedule this spring with the Korea games that make it more of a burden, or is it just more excitement about getting to go and play there?
No, I think there's no burden. It's baseball. You get to play baseball, and baseball's not a burden at all. So, we're just trying to get, as many ABs as we possibly can as fast as we can, so we are ready for March 20th.
Is Dave said where you're going to hit in the lineup yet?
I think we'll find out in a few days. Because I think Shohei and I are playing that day his first game.
So that will be the hint?
That will be the hint. You'll see where we're hitting then. I've hit both, so it doesn't really bother me where I hit. I think you can ask all of us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. It's just trying to get the best out of everyone else in the lineup and where we're at. So I think luckily we have 9 guys that could hit 1, 2, and 3 on our team. So, but I think we're kind of set on something right now, and we'll see how it goes.
Freddie, I see a lot of culture with the team. A lot of Latinos, and I saw the Oscar with Othani speaking Spanish. How's your Spanish with everything right here?
I know.
How do you get along?
I know enough at first base when there's Spanish speakers at first. I know what's going on over there. But I've been around for a long time, so I got a few Spanish words I know.
So when will this day be?
I don't know. I know Doc said sometime next week, so I'm going to keep harping on sometime next week. I'm not giving Shohei's schedule away. Yeah.
All right, Freddie Freeman. He didn't want to give anything away just yet.
Nope.
But the one thing we do know about his schedule now, he's going to be off tomorrow, and then he'll go 3 straight days. So he'll play Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. After taking tomorrow off, he'll not make a trip to Tempe. Not really a trip. As he said, it's baseball. It's not a burden. It's a relatively short drive down at Tempe Diablo. Jacob Marcy, the center fielder, facing Mitch Taransky. He's fouled back. You spent more than a minute in Tempe.
Couple.
Arizona State legend.
State.
Taransky last year in Great Lakes. Playing up in that part of the country, no surprise for Mitch. Of course, pitched collegiately at Michigan State, East Lansing. Ready to go, and the 2-2. Foul down the left field side. Marcy, left-handed batter, still with the 2-2 count. 1 out, base is empty. On the top of the 8th inning, game number 2 of 21 in Arizona. There'll be one split squad day where the road game will not be on. We'll have the home game. It's a little later spring training in March. Off to Korea for 2 that count, and back for 3 with the Angels in the Freeway Series that don't count in the standing.
Dodgers also have those 2 exhibition games before they will match up against the Padres for the games that do count, as you said, for the regular season standings.
They'll play the Kaiwum Heroes of the KBO. Pitch clock violation. will send the runner down to first base on ball 4. So Marcy draws the walk due to the pitch clock. So they'll face the Kaiwum Heroes, and then the next day the Korean national team. Kaiwum Heroes play at the Gocheok Sky Dome in Seoul. 1 on and 1 out. And this one plunks Tyler Robertson. And now there are 2 on and 1 out. Oki, the catcher, will go out and just have a word trying to settle Turansky down. The Dodgers have been on some international trips in the past. You've been on, Rick. Played in Beijing and Sydney, Australia, down in Mexico.
Long trips, different. It's actually kind of a break. And the Dodgers.
And Nate Mondu hits it in the air to right center. Drew Avens calling for it. He'll make the catch. Runner at second base. Marcy tags and goes to third.
And we can talk more about it, but the Dodgers in that last trip when they went to Sydney, Australia, they really consulted NASA and they consulted some sleep experts to understand exactly what was going on. And what they did, they changed the sleeping pattern beginning about 3 days before departure. They told the players, look, if you normally go to bed at 10, make it 10:30. The next night, instead of 10:30, 11, and so on. They also said, look, install a blue light in your living quarters or in your homes a few days before you're going to leave. And it did help. They also installed blue lights on board the plane on the way to Sydney, Australia, to try and take care of jet lag. The other thing they said, international travel, as soon as you get on the plane, set your watches to the time of the destination you're going to.
Martorella fouls it back for strike 1, 1-1. Usually the first couple of nights, I know when I've been over in Asia, the first couple of nights usually are pretty rough. I didn't have the sleep expert, though, did it? Tell me how did you handle it? Did it work for you?
Yeah, they also said, look, stay awake because they left. We left Phoenix at, I think, 1 a.m. in the morning to try and time it, and it was a charter through Major League Baseball, to time it for the arrival in Sydney. And they said, look, don't go to sleep for at least the first 6 hours of the flight to try and set up the sleep pattern. So it did help, and many of us hit the ground running.
Two and two the count. 2 on, 2 out. Turansky's pitch. Just outside, full count. The runner at first, Robertson, will go.
But that is going to be approximately 11 hour and 55-minute flight. 5,957 miles away from Seoul, South Korea. You and I would be doing that game from California.
Ball 4 to Martorella. Well, we need to consult the sleep experts. We're going to be there at 3 o'clock in the morning, right?
3 o'clock. Yeah.
That's it right there. That's a sleep expert.
He's getting a head start on that trip.
He's ready. He had a little help there off to his left. Mark Pryor will come out and talk to Turansky. Bases are loaded now, 2 on. Like Freddie Freeman said, it's not a burden, it's baseball.
Mm-hmm. That's a great attitude.
That was a great quote.
Well, you didn't worry about, were you in the backyard as a kid and you playing in the park, at schools? It didn't matter, Basically, Mom would tell you to be home by, dinner time or be home before it's dark.
Yeah, sometimes you time it, though, right? So street lights would come on, and you figured, at least I did, I figured I had a little pad. I had a grace period. Some days I didn't, some days I didn't, as it would turn out. But those were the days. Back goes Castagnon. With the bases full, we'll take a pitch outside. For one today, popped out him early in his last at bat. He swings and fouls one back, 1 ball and 1 strike. What was your park of choice over in Santa Monica when you were younger?
Well, we would play over the line at John Adams then junior high school.
This one's popped up. Shallow left center field. And the shortstop, Sweeney, called off by Austin Gauthier. Sun a little bit of an issue. Gauthier makes the catch, and it's a scoreless 8th for Mitchell Taransky.
AM 570, LA Sports.
A lot of buzz for the boys in blue this upcoming baseball season. All the returning players and the excitement of the new players that have been added to create a stacked roster, much like Hoffy Hot Dog.
That's right, the Hoffy Classic Beef Franks and Natural Casing Franks. Now you add the new guys, bacon-wrapped hot dog. We know it is the foundation of LA's hot dog. Enjoy some spring baseball. Enjoy Hoffy Hot Dogs. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your nearest Hoffy Hot Dog.
Hoffy, local. Original. Great.
Toyota's President's Day deals are too good for just one day. So Toyota is celebrating President's Day all month long. Whatever you're looking for, your Toyota dealer's got it. Hurry in and save big on a stylish new Camry, powerful Tundra, or versatile RAV4. See all offers at Toyota.com. But don't wait. Get to Toyota's President's Day sales event today. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to the Los Angeles Dodgers. He leaps and the ball is gone. On the exclusive home of your LA Dodgers. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Everett.
Finally, the 8th inning at Camelback Ranch, 4-1. Dodgers leading the Padres. Kirsten Watson and the rest of the press catching up with Miguel Vargas a little earlier.
Miguel, just with the transition to left field, obviously you've seen you getting reps last year, but how much more comfortable do you feel this year, especially with the results you got out there today?
I feel a lot better. I think I'm spent a lot of time in this offseason working with Clayton in the outfield in Florida. And then, coming to the spring doesn't feel like a new position. Very good.
Yeah. Also had the opportunity to work with Andre Ethier. What was it like just learning from him, especially this spring?
Great. I mean, every time then someone like him coming to me, trying to help me, is a huge thing for me.
What is the biggest part of the position that you have had to learn? Is it reads off the bat? Like, what were some things that are...
I think it's make good decisions, stop runnings, going to extra bases, and then, those type of thing, I think helps the team and help the pitchers in general, too.
How are you feeling offensively right now, just with your swing?
Good. I feel way better than last year, and then, hopefully keep going that way.
Besides things you had to change during the winter offensively at the plate, kind of how did you look at last year and where you could?
Not really. I just think that I'm going to spend more time on the cage this offseason too. Working with my brother and my dad, I think was a huge thing for me. And then, have them around me, I think helped me a lot.
Did you have to change anything with your swing at all, or was it mostly just getting that confidence?
No, just get back to that confidence, I think, on my swing, and just be consistent with it.
Working with his dad was a great player in Cuba for Serie Nacional, and Miguel, defensively, this was put on display a little earlier today.
Yeah, and he stayed with this ball. You're tracking it. You've got to reach out. You make the slide. You're able to hold on to it. So his first outing in the spring in left field, a very good one.
strike call to Ryan Ward.
Something we'll talk about in spring training about Vargas, too, is in my estimation, one of the areas that he really needed to improve upon last year was his knowledge of the strike zone. And I say that because I came across a number today that my jaw dropped. 93% of his called strikeouts were on the outer quarter of the plate.
Well, Ward goes down on strikes. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning. We go to the ninth. 3 outs to get. 4-1 Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
A lot of buzz for the boys in blue this upcoming baseball season. All the returning players and the excitement of the new players that have been added to create a stacked roster, much like Hoffy Hot Dog.
That's right, the Hoffy Classic Beef Franks and Natural Casing Franks. Now you add the new guys, Bacon Wrapped Hot Dog. We know it is the foundation of LA's hot dog. Enjoy some spring baseball. Enjoy Hoffy Hot Dogs. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your nearest Hoffy Hot Dog.
Hoffy, local, original, great.
We're taking requests at Arco Radio, the only station that's a gas station. I'm your host, Hannah the Dashboard Hula Girl.
Hi, I'd like to dedicate a song to the other gas stations.
I'm sorry?
Well, I've stopped going to them since I discovered Arco's quality gas at lower prices. So this is my farewell.
All right. Other stations, this one's for you. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less. Savings based on independent retail price survey. See arco.com for details. Learn more at toptiergas.com.
You're listening to the Los Angeles Dodgers. He leaps and the ball is gone. On the exclusive home of your LA Dodgers. Back to Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
On top of the ninth inning, and Jack Dreyer, the left-hander out of Iowa, has been called upon to try to finish things up. Look at those strikeout numbers, by the way, last year in Great Lakes. 54 2/3 innings, 79 strikeouts for the former Iowa Hawkeye. 171 batting average against. 5-0 record. Those are some eye-popping numbers. Jack Dreyer trying to finish it up. He's going to face 17-year-old Ethan Salas. Catcher, great prospect for the Padres. Made his pro debut last year at age 16. Salas at 248. Pretty respectable for a 16-year-old in the minor leagues. And the 0-1 pitch from Dreyer is outside. Johnston, Iowa is home for Dreyer. After the COVID season, 21 season, he started out with the rookie league here in the Arizona Complex League, and then last year went right to Advanced A in Great Lakes. Here's the 1-2 to Salas. He struck him out.
It's been a tough first 3 at-bats for Salas. One of the strikeouts he had yesterday, one of the 2, was on a time violation where he stepped out of the box, stayed out too late for strike 3. That's a tough way to go down.
Learned a lesson. Okay, he's had 3 at-bats, 3 strikeouts. Here's Tirso Ornelas, the left fielder. Left on left matchup here, and Dreyer throws one in low. Last year, left-handed batters against Dreyer, 9 for 75. What does that mean? That's a 120 average against. So he really did a great job against lefties. Facing back-to-back lefties here in the ninth. Dodgers trying to wrap up this ball game and get ready to play the Angels tomorrow. 1-1 pitch. It's fouled high and down the left field side. Still in play, and that's going to be caught over near the rain tarp. Well, Alex Freeland just stayed with it. Terrific play by the Dodger third baseman.
Oh, it's so difficult, first of all, to go back in that direction as the third baseman. Don't really have a good angle on the ball to begin with. Staying with it, glances down, sees where the tarp is, has a little bit of room.
So the Padres down to their final out. And Kevin Plawecki will take a strike. Plawecki flying to center field in the 7th inning. And an 0-1. Fouled back, it's 0-2, and the Padres down to their final strike. This will be the last time they see the Padres until they go to Korea. Seoul, South Korea. That'll be a pretty interesting experience, no doubt. Pitch high. And a 1-2 pitch coming from Jack Dreyer. Shakes off the first pitch. Trying to finish off Plawecki here. And the left-hander sends one home, and he gets him swinging. And that's the ball game. Impressive for Jack Dreyer. Faces 3, strikes out 2. And the Dodgers go to 2-0 with a 4-1 win here this afternoon. Landon Knack, impressive in his start. He faced 6, struck out 4. Freddie Freeman with a home run on the first pitch he saw. And seeing Dalton Rushing drive in a run with a sacrifice fly today. Dodgers able to bang out 9 hits in a win. 4 runs, 9 hits in an error. And the Padres only 3 hits, 1 run to show for it. So, good day all the way around for the Dodgers. Good day all the way around for all the fans here. Final score, Dodgers 4, Padres 1. Tomorrow on Sportsnet LA and AM 570 for the simulcast. Dodgers taking on the Angels at noon. Radio pregame begins at 11:30. Now on the TV side, stay tuned for Access Sportsnet Dodgers. For Rick Monday and Kirsten Watson, I'm Tim Neverett. Have a great rest of your day. Watch out.
Lead to the best casino, LA Times readers all agree. Inland Empire magazine readers too think we're the best. Now you know that it's true. Sideline Sport Bar is just amazing. Watch the games, drink brews with your crew. We're the best. Best, better than the rest, less than 90 minutes from you. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times.
In the history of Dodger Stadium, there's been 18 total rainouts. Hi, I'm Dave Roberts. As manager of LA's favorite ball club, I know a little something about rainouts. And last year's rain was one for the books. It was also one of LA County's best for capturing rain and stormwater. Over 200 billion gallons of stormwater was captured, enough for 5 million people. This year is starting out stormy. That's why LA County's putting in the work now for a safe, clean, reliable water future. Find out more at waterforla.com.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Mention Home Run at any of their stores to receive a free team bracelet and $50 off any purchase of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniel's. So visit danielsjewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
With Dodger baseball back, it's time to get your life in order.
Somebody has to tell me what to do here. Be specific.
Step 1.
Preset save.
570, first preset, obviously.
Painfully obvious. Painfully.
Step 2. Follow Dodger Talk wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm a golden god of the pod.
Step 3. Download the iHeartRadio app.
Do it.
Calm down, DV.
You can stream every game wherever you are.
AM 570, LA Sports.
The home of the LA Dodgers.
For the Dodgers this afternoon, 4 runs, 9 hits, an error, and 5 men left on base. For the Padres, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 7 men left. The winning pitcher, Landon Knack, he goes to 1-0. The decisions are decided a little differently, wins and losses, wins particularly in spring training. But he goes to 1-0, faced 6 men, struck out 4 of them. And Johnny Brito for the Padres suffers the loss. He goes to 0-1. And Jack Dreyer picked up the save. Game took 2 hours and 29 minutes in front of a crowd of 11,623 at Camelback Ranch. And Mo, some good things to look at today. Landon Knack, number 1. Freddie Freeman, opposite field home run on the first pitch he sees. And some of the relievers doing pretty well also. And seeing young Jack Dreyer out of Iowa come out and shut it down in the 9th, striking out 2 of the 3 men he faced.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting also at Kirsten's post-game interview with Landon Knack. Is that, look, working on the curveball, something he had a number of years ago, kind of dissipated. And for him to come on and strike out 2 in the first, strike out 2 also in the second, he worked a minimum of 6 batters in his 2 innings of work. So obviously the pitching, you could talk about that to begin with. 1 run, only 3 hits today that they allowed. And then you look at the offense. The Dodgers, yes, it's only 2 games. Yes, it was 8 runs in the first inning yesterday, but still 18 runs on 21 hits. And holding the Padres in the 2 games to just 2 runs on 10 hits. So that's the offense and the defense. And we saw, speaking of the defense, Vargas in left field made that sliding catch, new position for him. And that's a good feeling. When you're changing positions and you come out, instead of maybe booting a ball, say, oh my goodness, I need more work, something positive. And I think that's a very strong statement that he makes in his first outing here in left field.
Yeah, Vargas has been working a lot, he said, with his dad and his brother, but also with Clayton McCullough, the Dodgers outfield coach. And Clayton today gave glowing reviews to me when I asked him about Miguel out on the backfields. He said he has just been working hard, working diligently, and really, really embracing this challenge.
And how about Freddie Freeman? The first pitch that he sees in spring training hits a home run, goes the opposite way. Of course, first pitch of the season last year, he hit .527, the best in Major League Baseball. And for Freddie Freeman, he doesn't give an inch when he gets to home plate. Just unbelievable. And he was also had the sacrifice fly last year, runners in scoring position, also hit .370. He's been a machine, so a good start for him. One thing we learned about Freddie Freeman, if you tell him something and you say it's a secret, he won't tell you because he knows when Ohtani is going to be playing, probably next week sometime. He says, I know, but I'm not going to disclose when it's going to be.
We'll all find out together.
Exactly.
That's right. All right. Final score here this afternoon at Camelback Ranch. The Dodgers defeat the Padres 4-1 to go to 2-0 in Cactus League play. That'll do it from the ranch today. Join us tomorrow when the Dodgers face the Angels in Tempe. We'll see Tyler Glasnow make his Dodger debut. The right-hander will face Angels right-hander Victor Medeiros. That's tomorrow. Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck begins at 11:30. First pitch coming your way at 10 minutes after noon. For Rick Monday, Kirsten Watson, Dwayne McDonald, and Colin Yee back in our studios in Burbank. I'm Tim Neverett. So long from Glendale, where the Dodgers have beaten the Padres by a 4-1 score.
Dodgers fans, it was another game filled with excitement and passion. When it comes to your personal injury case, that same winning spirit matters. Call Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. With over 50 years of experience, they're the winning team you need. Don't let insurance companies play tough. Put Jacoby & Myers on your side and let them swing for your rights and aim for the compensation you deserve. Ready to discuss your case? Call now for a free consultation. Keep that winning spirit alive.